Marjorie Taylor Greene is finished. Marjorie Taylor Greene has shown her true colors. Marjorie Taylor Greene is setting herself up for a life after politics. Marjorie Taylor Greene is setting herself up for a life after the Republican Party, and you helped finance it. And this is Marjorie Taylor Greene taking a victory lap over on CNN, trying to normalize herself with America, with her new audience, with her newfound friends. And I'll let you hear exactly what Marjorie Taylor Greene said, but I am just going to give you my opinion, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, in my opinion, is finished. Leave a comment down below, and I hope that you've got an antacid.
His supporters, including myself, we didn't appreciate hearing the president, who himself was shot, and after Charlie Kirk's horrific murder, we didn't appreciate, even if you don't agree with Rob Reiner politically, there was no reason for his statement to be the statement that he made.
Yeah, when he says, I mean, this was in the immediate aftermath of us finding out about Rob Reiner, and obviously now his son has been taken into custody. You've said that his murder was not about politics or political enemies. The president called him bad for our country and said he was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned.
I thought that statement was absolutely completely below the office of the President of the United States, classless, and it was just wrong. It's a tragic murder. It's a family ripped apart. And from my understanding, what I've seen on the news, it was drug abuse and mental illness. And many families across America deal with family members that are drug addicts or have mental health issues. And I think the president should have responded with compassion and talked about those issues. He didn't have to make it about politics. And I think that was, it was really below what we expect our president.
So Marjorie brings up the fact that she doesn't think it should be about politics. She brings up the fact that she doesn't think that it was the right thing for President Trump to say. But Marjorie runs to CNN to do this, which is an absolute abomination of a program, of a channel that is just about politics. That is all that CNN is about, is politics. So why run there and say it's not about politics? Marjorie, I want to give you a little refresher here. The president of the United States was actually shot by people that were radicalized by people like Rob Reiner. And I'll give you a little refresher here. These are some of the people that Marjorie has now found a new audience with. This is a teacher in Chicago or St. Louis, whatever. It doesn't matter. But these are the people that Marjorie is now placating. Where was Marjorie at talking about this? This is a public school teacher. These are people outside celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. You can follow me on X, Arky Squid. And this Marjorie talked to me about the pearl clutching here. And I said on my X post, spare me your pearl clutching and outrage for Rob Reiner. Because this is what those people want.
We got Charlie in the neck, in the neck. We got Charlie in the neck, in the neck.
Are you starting to see the irony here? The people celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk are now going after the president for calling out Rob Reiner for exactly what he was, a deranged leftist. And they know deranged leftists better than anyone. And here is words from Rob Reiner. Was his death horrific? Absolutely. I don't wish that on anyone. But Marjorie's found a new audience, and she's got to give them what they want.
You have a complete and utter lying buffoon. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. He's a fraud. He lies. He cheats people. Everything that comes out of his mouth virtually is a lie. And he's a con man. And if you look at what he's done with his career and how he's tricked people into things. It's abhorrent. I never liked George W. Bush, his policies, but I didn't hate the guy. I hate this man. I've never hated a politician. I can't not hate somebody who bilks innocent people out of money, life savings. And we've seen it. With that Trump University, he took people's money, $35,000, wiped these people out, and is being sued for it.
So that is Marjorie's new audience. This is her new game. This is her new group, new set of friends. It's like a divorce, and Marjorie's familiar with those. You get one group of friends, the wife gets the other group of friends. Well, Marjorie, you've got the lunatic group of friends. You have the raging Trump deranged group of friends. And you might have done this to yourself, but it only gets better. Marjorie went on a little further with this interview.
Do you think in 1 year from now, Mike Johnson will be the Speaker of the House?
1 year from now, I think that's hard to say. I think the midterms are going to be very hard for Republicans. I'm one of the people that's willing to admit the truth and say I don't see Republicans winning the midterms right now. So that doesn't bode well for Mike Johnson.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene just showed us her true colors, the true underbelly of her motives. The Republicans winning the midterms. That's what Marjorie wants. She is a woman scorned. Now, here's another question for you. Her husband, future husband, I think they just showed that they were getting engaged, works for News Nation, a reported conservative news outlet. How does this taint the jury pool? How does this change things for Marjorie Taylor Greene? Marjorie just gave you her full plan laid out. Here is another example of what Marjorie is capable of and what she's doing. You see the camera there in the background, the American flag. Looks like it's got some damage to it. And she's visiting with a young lady in her congressional office from Code Pink with an I Love Palestinian Liberation shirt on. Is that what the people of Georgia voted for? Or is she finished? Is Marjorie Taylor Greene this far gone? And it looks like she's already secured a new job. Marjorie will be returning to The View just days after leaving Congress. She is scheduled to be on The View on January the 7th. She gets her pension after 5 years of faithful service on January the 5th. And to celebrate January the 6th, she's going to go back to The View and hang around with all of the other Trump deranged lunatics. And I hope that Marjorie gets very comfortable with this newfound family because she has turned on us. It's been coming. We have seen it. We have witnessed it. Marjorie's evolution is like, I don't know, it's just the opposite of a pretty butterfly turning into a disgusting caterpillar. But that's what we've seen. Thank you for watching. Marjorie, good luck with your new family. I hope it works out really well for you.